Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing this week? And winner, chicken dinner. We are having a winning week. I mean, God, how could you not be winning? This market has been on fire. Just keeps going and going and going. So hopefully it continues to keep going for everyone. But I hope you guys have had a great week. Sorry I've been on the road for the last couple of days, so obviously no show. But we're back, and can you just imagine how we're doing? Of course, all my Patreon members, big shout out to you guys. You get all my trades in real time, and you guys know how I'm doing because I post every day and let you guys know. And we also share it in the chat. But just crazy, guys, crazy. I'll get right into it. No reason to wait. CRTX, what a comeback the other day. I mean, it's down a little bit from when it got as high as almost $19, 18 something, over 18 and a half. And it was there, and I was almost like going to cover some stuff, and then I just didn't have a chance. It moved too fast, and then it came down a little bit, but I was like, holy, that thing just popped. If you guys saw that the other day. So super happy and doing great. I mean, we're up $500,000 this week. You know, we had a little bit of fallback last week, but still right on pace for where we want to be. I mean, we're almost up $900,000, closing in on that $1 million mark again, 20% gains. Can the Raja do it? Can we outperform the Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and Kathy Woods? We've got 4 things we have to outperform. And, you know, how much can we make? Can we end the year on all-time highs? So, gone back to my normal strategy, playing it very, very strictly. And we're going to see how we do. I've done a lot of rolling up of Lucid this week and last week, and that's helped make a lot more money. I mean, God, if I knew Lucid was going to stay at this level, we could have made a lot of money playing 35s earlier in the week. But just crazy how much the stocks are moving again and everything. And even with some earnings are being terrific and the stocks are dropping, and others the stocks are doing bad and really tanking. One big one today, Peloton, down like 20%. So but yeah, just to recap and everything, our the new positions we added, we've done really good. Those are all in the positive. And if CRTX at $17, pretty much every one of our positions will be profitable. I definitely want to get out of these 2250s and 20s. I don't want to really ride this out until the 19th. I'd rather put that money into something else than these. I'm not against CRTX, maybe like the 1250s or 15s. I like those premiums. 1,200 contracts here at $1.75 isn't bad for a couple of $100,000 or something like that. Here's the thing. This thing could run to 22.5. Next week they're going to be presenting. Obviously, they got something going on. There's some news. It's because it's presenting. But, who knows? They wouldn't be presenting if they had nothing to present, because that would be a waste of their time. So, I think they have something going on. But I don't know. I can't tell you. Lucid, up again today, staying solid. Has been as high as, $41 this week, but, pulling back. But it's, it's holding its own. Tesla, oh my God. I mean, this thing is unstoppable this week. When you look at that 5-day chart. I mean, I am blown away. Like I said, and then, of course, we weren't live the other day. It's like it runs that 100 points, because they say we've got to deal with Hertz, we're going to buy 100,000, or 100,000 cars or whatever. And then Elon Musk tweets, we don't have a deal, or the deal's not official yet. Then Hertz tweets, we've already started receiving cars. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. It's like he just can't leave well enough alone. But just insane, the movements on this one. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin's been holding its own. But all you guys who told me how great Shiba coin was, Shiba should just be called shitcoin. It is total garbage, as I said. But you know what? Hey, for you guys, it was worth the fun. And we'll ride it out. See where it goes. I want to see this big rally on it. So, because like I said, to me, it's total. This one here is almost back to even. And this gets to 5,000, we can sell it and then break even. Stellar, I had 10,000 in. So all these coins, let's see where they go. We'll see how they end up and what they do. But yeah, Peloton shares 25%, posts wider than expected loss, slashes full year. It's crazy. This was the talk of the town during COVID. Everyone loved this stock. Oh, this thing's going to the moon. Not anymore. So also Uber revenue up 72% from last year. Of course, last year we had nothing going on, but the Diddy stake contributes a big loss. So definitely be interesting. We got October jobs tomorrow, so that'll be another one to look at. But yeah, Dow futures pretty much flat right now. And today was the first day the Dow was down. It didn't. First day we didn't have all new highs again. But S&P 500, Nasdaq new highs again. So markets just keep rallying. But hopefully they keep going strong. But yeah, CRTX the other day, when it just spiked up, I was like, oh my God, look at this thing, the 5 day. It was like, I was just sitting there, all of a sudden it was like, before I knew it, $18 it got up to. I was like, whoo. And then yesterday it came down, but come back a little bit. But you know what? I like it. It's staying in this area. And like I said, we're making money again. Everything's going up. Everything's working and looking good. But what do you guys got for me today? So, what do you got? Satoshi sold my SHIB last night, 5 times my money, even on the dip. Congratulations. You did good. Mitchell Pilot, the Holy Raja is making a great comeback. Make another $1 million by the end of December. We got to do it. And we'll finish up. If we can make another $1 million by the end of December, we'll finish up the year 40%. So we'll outperform everything out there, I think. Jeff Frank, RWLK, just received FDA approval and is climbing big in after hours. You're welcome. Yeah, the problem is once they climb, then in the mornings they settle down. So unless it just happened 1 second ago. I'm sorry. Take a look at it for you. Yeah. Well, the other thing is it's a 50-cent stock, so those climb pretty quick. I don't know, so it's hard to say. This one's been as high as $6. It's been all over the place. So I don't know. Who knows? Year to date, let's see here. It looks like it's ran on the rumors in the past. We'll watch it for a second and see what it does. Get it, Rick says, get that money, Big Raja. Thank you. Tim, curious here. In Canton, Ohio, the NFL is dumping billions in the new NFL Village. They're even buying people's houses and bulldozing them just for the land. NFL stock good to buy. I would have no clue on that one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. NFL obviously is TV rights and those things are gold mines, but I don't know growth wise. Well, I didn't think the NFL is publicly traded, so I'm not sure on that one. So I wouldn't even know. Yeah, to say. The sports teams aren't public, or sports NFL, and I don't know. I have no clue on that one. So definitely not publicly traded. John says Avis car went haywire. The employee retention tax credit artificially inflated earnings. So not sure on that. Brandon says SHIB is just on a discount right now. That's what they always say when this stuff's down. It's weird. Everybody said when Lucid was $16, it was going to $10. It was done. So I'm still shocked. Like I said, I did not expect Lucid to be this high. I thought it would go the high 30s on the thing, but I guess it's going to stay up because I think the Tesla being so strong now and the Hertz deal is helping it, and I think you'll see that. What is it? On the 12th next week they have earnings. So I mean, obviously the earnings are going to be zero. What are your earnings? Well, we have 10,000 deposits for $500 each. Okay, great. So you have $50,000 in earnings, or $5 million, whatever it equals. But they didn't deliver any cars until just now. So now they'll have some earnings this quarter, but hopefully they'll have some positive forward-looking news about how many vehicles and everything going on and stuff. So Eric, Safe Moon, forget SHIB. It's not SHIB, it's shit. Hussein, anybody that knows about crypto knows after every big rally, there's always a correction. We'll remind everyone in a few months on SHIB. Can you remind me on Dogecoin when it was 75 cents and now it's like 26 cents again? When is that one supposed to rally again? Because you guys all told me that was going to, to $100. So just remind me, keep me in the loop. So look at those, yes. Rewalk Robotics running a little bit more. Oh yeah. So what was the news? So FDA awards breakthrough device designation to the rebuild soft device for stroke survivors will be used at home in the community to help with walking and mobility. So definitely good news. I don't know how much that is worth. Then we have here, report negative Q3 earnings, what you should know. Doesn't possess the right combination of two key ingredients for a likely earnings beat. They just raised $32 million in a direct offering last month. This looks like that, typical thing. Offering share slide 21% pre-market. So they offered too many shares at too low of a rate. The good news is they got a lot of cash on hand. Hopefully they're selling some cash into this market. Average volume, this is interesting. Average volume is 12 million, but today they only did 1.1 million. I don't know. Well, hopefully it keeps going and goes to the moon. We'll definitely have to watch that one tomorrow. So, Christopher, earning coming out on eHealth. Yeah, that's the one. I actually talked to some people from eHealth when I was just in Vegas. And, they're doing stuff. I think it's going to continue to go down, but it'll be next week. We'll find out, see what it does. Allison, hi Scott, glad things are looking better. Great to see you and Jackie live this week. Have a great evening. Thank you, Allison. Great to see you. Hope everything is well. Sean, I just want to know what would be a safe bet for someone to start in trading. Probably stuff like Apple, IBM, Microsoft. You got to be very careful what you buy. But yeah, look for your top stocks that are pretty flush and are pretty stable, and stuff. It also depends what your goals are. If you want aggressive in growth, you're going to play different stuff. If you're looking for long term, and a good return, so you got to be careful what you're playing. Living life to the fullest. Let's go SHIB. This is LMAO. So. Jeffrey says, SHIB corrected, besides the whale pulling out, hold long term and only going up. That's what everybody keeps telling me. I remember, how many of these meme stocks everyone told me are going up? How many people told you that GameStop, which I'm shocked on that one too. GameStop's been up this week. How many people told you GameStop was, having a parabolic or whatever, all that stuff, and was going to 1,700. While it's still amazingly up, it's still never come back, so it'll be interesting. Same with AMC. AMC's kind of stuck in that range. It's terrific because AMC, was a $5 stock, so anything for this is like a gift to them. But definitely hasn't come back. Also, this week, BBB, Bed Bath & Beyond, they had a positive earning, or not. I don't think they even had a positive earnings. They lost money, but they had positive news, and they rallied pretty strong this week. Had a huge gain right here. So that was another meme stock in play. I think it's the third largest shorted stock out there. So it's Moco. How much tax goes off while trading, and is it just for the profits or for per trade? How much? Well, I'm not sure what you mean by how much tax goes off. At the end of the year, and it's kind of like slot machines. At the end of the year, if you can make one trade or you make a million trades. At the end of the year, whatever you're up is your gain. Whatever you're down is your loss. It gets a little tricky if you have stuff you're holding or you haven't sold. But yeah, if you're like day trading, whatever your losses are or your gain. If you start the year with $10,000 and you finish with $40,000, you have $30,000 in gains. If you start the year with $10,000 and you finish the year with $9,000, you have zero gains. And you have a $1,000 rollover tax credit. You can roll over your losses into the following year. Unlike the casino, if you lose a bunch of money, you can't roll that over and say, hey, I had a losing year, but now I won this year. So it doesn't work like that. So always pay attention to that. Eric, whales hold too many token percentage, too high with SHIB. Yeah, it was weird, but I thought somebody burned 10% of the whole float, and who knows? Juan says, any thoughts on XRP? There's a variety of them running. It's hard to say. You can look at the the different stuff out here. It's these things are just all over the map. So for the coins and stuff. So pretty crazy. All right, let's look up XRP for one. All right, is XRP not on Coinbase? The Ripple. XRP. You know this one. I don't know. Looks like the rest of them. I have no clue. If you believe in miracles, it's going to be a good one. So, Devin says, "What do you think about Rivian?" I've never looked at that one. I will look at it for you. Rivian. Automotive must be good. I have no clue what I'm looking at. Well, not sure on this one what I'm looking at since it doesn't have any quotes, so I can't really say on that one. How about NVIDIA? Look at that. Vegas wore me out. NVIDIA had 12%. That one looks good. All-time new high today. So definitely looks strong there. That one looks good. Taking off. So what do you think about Black Rifle Coffee Company going public? Are you in? I don't know anything about it. I'm definitely not in it, but I don't know anything about that one. Jack says, what about Penn stock? I own some Penn stock. I got it from when I owned Ameristar stock, and they bought them out. And it's done pretty good for me, but wow, that did not do good today. Why the casino and gaming app outfit suffered a double shot of bad news, though neither was a fatal blow. What was the bad news today? I didn't even hear about it. So sounds like a fatal blow. Well, I'll have to look at that one. I don't know what the bad news was, but it does not sound good. So, $2.5 million after earnings. Oh, okay, there we go. So the shares have been more than 20% after a big quarter profit miss in sexual misconduct against Barstool Sports founder. Oh God. Well, that's not going to be good. That guy was on fire. Barstool Sports. Portney. That guy is like everywhere. That'll be interesting. But it seems like it's weird. It's some people get into that stuff and worry about it. Some people don't. So, but I mean, these sporting companies, like I've said a long time ago, they're not making any money. I mean, they're paying out like we looked at DraftKings. I looked at that one a long time. That was like around 50 last time. I looked down for 44. The big problem with all these is they're paying way too much for user acquisition. So they're just like I said, when they're doing up to 5-10, I think Caesars was doing up to 10 grand, but yeah, $5,000, your money back and stuff. Those are. Here's the thing: if you make a straight bet, you win, and they're matching it up. They don't care; they make money. But when you make when they give you that second bet, and if you win that second bet, it just screws it all up for them. So, it's. You can't pay that much for user acquisition. The cost of a user has to be in line, otherwise they're just not going to work. Mitchell Pilot, I would also look in the Black Rifle coffee. It's quite popular. They'll be but it's just kind of remember Krispy Kreme. Everybody thought Krispy Kreme was going to be popular, and that one did awful. Where's that one at? Like $13. Look at Krispy Kreme. Just a straight downhill shot there. So I don't know. Like I said, if you could figure out what is the big play of the day, there's so many of them. Look at this one, guys. Remember this one? $175 today, $58. What happened? How about the poor guy who owns this for $175? How about the poor guy who owns this one at $75? The one that Elon Musk tweeted, Signal. Remember this one? It's crazy. What happens with these things. Somebody owns this stock at $70, and it's back to 84 cents today. It's back to the 52-week low. So, so it's a little trading volume, but no, like I said, you got to be careful. There's just so many of them. They just move and move, and just it's crazy. It's Punware, that was the high flyer, $24, the other day. If you can catch them on the right time, you can do really well. But if you don't catch them on the right time, they are bad. So. Juan says, I agree. They are just selling a coffee label. Yeah, I don't even know anything about that one. I haven't really gotten into any decent IPOs in a long time. So, I definitely don't want to buy IPOs when they come out, because those seem to always crash. They either come out too high and then come down, or they don't do what they should. Juan, I love the person who bought my last DWA shares at 160. I hope you love them. God, I wish I would have held out a little bit longer that day, but who knows? Just like this one, guys. Remember this hot IPO, $400 it came. Remember this when this one came out, and how big it was right here. I mean, it's definitely come back from where it's been, but it's the same thing. It's never come back to that $429 yet, when that thing just ran on that IPO. So you got to be careful with these. They come out strong and then they crash. They come right down. So. I don't know. You just got to you got to be careful. Like I said, any of this stuff, any of these meme stocks, any of this random stuff out there, you just got to be careful with it. It's look at CRTX. That's why we played so far away, and you have to have a little faith. You average down so we can pick up some money here. I mean, actually, if you look at CRTX now, I haven't sold any stock. I've made 30, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110,000 here, and I'm down 65,000. So we're actually on CRTX. Overall, we're up. If we closed out all our position, walked away, I make 65 grand. Hopefully we can get another dollar out of this, and we'll make 165,000. And it'll have us at 6.5 million, which would put us at $1 million profit this year. So definitely want to do that. Jack, how do you pick your stocks? What's your research process? Well, it's very confidential. If I can't tell you. Just because if I did, it would have to happen, and no. Like I said, I usually pick some stocks I like. I mean, I played Apple, forever, and like I said, at the beginning of this year when we launched the channel, Charles Schwab and all the brokerage firms, because of the meme mania, changed all the requirements and different stuff, so it doesn't really make it that affordable to play, as well as Apple's still moving and pretty fluid right now. But the premiums are just horrible. So, like I was telling you guys before, when you shop premiums, so when you look at something like this, so here's a stock that's $12, or here's a stock that's $16.40. Here's a strike 2 weeks out, $12.50. It's paying 70 cents. Okay, and you're talking about it's 20% away from the strike price. Or 30% away. Was it $12.50 from $16.50 is $4. So almost 25% away from the strike price, you get 70 cents. If we go play, okay, and it's $12.50, so you could play a lot of it. If we were to play Apple right now, and we went 2 weeks out on Apple on something that's 20% away, the premium is going to be about 1% if you're lucky, which maybe make 1% a week, every 2 weeks. It's great money. It's 50% a year. It's probably pretty safe. But let's say Apple, we go out to the 19s. Apple right now is $151. So if we were to go Apple at $151, this math, and we played us 20% away, would be $131. So if we play the Apple $130 put to open, 8 cents. So I couldn't even write that many contracts, and I'm getting 8 cents. So even if we went out 2 weeks and we play Apple at 150, right at the strike price, pretty much at 150, the put to open is $2. The stock moves $2-3 a day up and down. So 2 weeks out you're getting $2. But now let's take Lucid, and this is where you have to look at these premiums. Let's take Lucid 2 weeks out. 19. Which I think Lucid's ran way too high right now, but even Lucid, if I think in 2 weeks from now, if you were to play Lucid, the 25s, and Lucid's at $36, so I don't know, 30%, it's still at 17 cents. Apple is 8 cents, and you can play 6 times this at 17 cents, or you can play, one apple for 8 cents. So that's why when I say when you're shopping premiums, it's such better returns. But that's why it gets tough too, because when these things start coming in so close, even like right now when I've been doing these roll-ups, I'm like, I could have done like here. I bet if we look at 35 for next week, is probably $1.47. If I 35, I could have done the 35 this week at $2.20 last week on Lucid, but I'm shocked it's still here. But I kind of know how it trades, so unless there's just some horrific news on Lucid tomorrow, I don't think it's going to go down 3 points. So I feel very safe. I'd love it to go down 3 points tomorrow, because I would much rather buy the 34s, close my position, and write next week the 30s. So if we were to write next week the 30s tomorrow, they're 23 cents. If Lucid was to come down $3, those would be 50, 60, 70 cents. So a much better premium. But if Lucid goes up tomorrow, who knows, how bad they'll be. So, and it gets, this is where you got to be careful, because, like I've showed you with Apple, if you write something and you're getting 50 cents and $1, you're getting $1, and Apple drops 5 points this week, you lost 5 times your money. It can move very, very quick. So you have to be very, very careful on that stuff. Same with this, even if you write to 20, you guys have watched me do this. You write to 23, Lucid's, $36, and it goes to $25 next week. You got 23 cents for something that's worth $5. So got to be very careful on that stuff all the time. But that is what I got for you guys. Happy to be home, and totally beat. Had a long 3 days in Las Vegas. Had a great time. Had NG slots out there for his birthday, and had a lot of fun. I also got an award last night for the affiliate industry. After 20 years, I finally got one. Everybody said it was way overdue, so I was very excited to get that. But hey guys, big shout out to all my YouTube sponsors who stand out in the chat and have access to those cool emojis. Of course, all my Patreon members, thank you guys. Get all my trades real time. Probably have some trades tomorrow, especially if CRTX can just run tomorrow. We'll have a lot of trades going on. Been putting in these limit orders, trying to get out of there, but I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm not going to say where I want to finish the week out, but I bet you guys all can figure out where I want to be for the end of this week. Definitely want to be up. So, well, I mean up, but definitely want to be up more. Keep it going. Keep the party going. Get us to all-time highs. We got to outperform all the markets, outperform Kathy Woods, and it's a successful year for us. But hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for Raja Makes Money. If it is your first time watching, click that subscribe button or the follow button if you're watching on Facebook. Subscribe for YouTube. Make sure you click that thumb up button so you get notifications when we go live. And I'll see everybody same time, same place tomorrow for Raja Makes Money. Take care and have a great rest of your night.